There's something incredible and sensual about using sugar scrubs on your body, especially when the ingredients aren't rough or harsh. So why not use them for our lips? Well, actually, a lot of people do. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alaris and I am the owner of Morning Tea Inspiration. And on this channel is where I'm sharing my entire bath and body and home fragrance making journey with you. So let's get started. Today I'm going to formulate a lip scrub specifically for lips, but we have to be careful because our lips are way more sensitive than other parts of our body. So we can only formulate this lip scrub using lip safe ingredients. The two most important lip safe ingredients that stick out is the lip flavoring and the lip colorant. Other than that, the other butters and oils, emulsifiers and hardeners that I use are safe for your lips. In fact, I'm using the majority of the ingredients that I use for my body scrubs. So how is that for cost saving and convenience? So why use lip scrubs in the first place? Well, lip scrubs can help moisturize and hydrate your lips. They're made up of two main components, an emollient and an exfoliant. And the base of my lip scrub, the exfoliant, is pure white granulated sugar. The exfoliant, which in most cases is sugar, helps exfoliate the lips. It helps remove any dry or chapped skin from your lips without causing any irritation. And the emollients add extra hydration and moisture to your lips. Okay, so let's break this down into two phases. My phase A ingredient includes my hardener or my thickener, which is my cetyl alcohol. And the emulsifiers that I'm using shea butter and sweet almond oil. Next is my phase B ingredients. My phase B ingredients include granulated sugar, which is my exfoliant. I'm also going to put lip flavor in there, watermelon type, and also lip color. Try to get some type of pinkish red color to match a watermelon. I'm also going to add some vitamin E in there as well for some extra moisture. This is a fairly simple recipe and there aren't many steps. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is measure out all of our phase A ingredients and either place them in a heat safe glass bowl or a metal bowl. I always use my larger bowl to put my phase A ingredients in because that's the final bowl that everything's going to be mixed in. We're going to use either a pan or a pot and fill it with about 1 inch of water, and we're going to place our phase A ingredients inside of that pan so it can melt slowly. And for extra protection, I like to place a piece of aluminum foil over my phase A ingredients. There's no water in this recipe and there's no preservatives, so you definitely don't want any water to boil up or any steam to get inside of that bowl. So once everything from my phase A is melted, I'm going to remove it from the heat. I wipe off any water and I take off the aluminum foil because I want to stir it to get everything mixed at first. If you don't stir it consistently during the cool down process, you might notice that it may clump up because not everything is mixed together as well as it needs to be. Once you're finished mixing, I go ahead and place that aluminum foil back on the bowl again because again, I want to protect it from anything getting into it. But I just leave a little piece open so that it can cool slowly, because if you just keep all that heat in there, then you might stand a chance of water developing inside that bowl as well. So just lift up a little piece to let it cool down slowly. Now I noticed for me, once my temperature reaches about 100 degrees, then it starts to thicken up rather quickly. So once it cools down to about 100 degrees or lower, or until you notice a thick light texture, then that's when you want to start incorporating your phase B ingredients. The first thing I add to my phase B ingredients is my colorant. For me, I'm using my colorant from Mad Mica, and this is a lip safe product. For some companies, they'll put if it's lip safe on the container. If you don't see that on the container, go to the website and double check to make sure it's lip safe. Once I get the color I like, the next ingredient I add is my flavor oil. And for this recipe, I'm using watermelon, and it smells so good. It actually smells just like watermelon. Next is one of my favorite ingredients. It's vitamin E. I absolutely love vitamin E and that extra moisture that it gives you. When I use this lip scrub with vitamin E, I can really feel that moisture on my lip, and it's not rough even with that exfoliating sugar. It feels so soft and moisturizing even after I rinse off the lip scrub. Last but not least, we're going to add our sugar. Now, I add sugar a little bit at a time. I don't just pour the entire thing because it mixes better when you add a little bit at a time. And by a little bit at a time, I can't really give you an exact quantity, but just take a look, just pour a little bit, mix it until you don't see any white granules anymore, and then pour it again until you don't see any white granules anymore. Now, it's very important to make sure that you pour your sugar in when it's below 100 degrees, because if not, your sugar can start to dissolve, and that just defeats the purpose of this being a sugar scrub. It's just going to be a thick blob of colored watermelon tasting stuff. Last but not least, I cover it up again and I let it sit overnight. And the next day, it's ready to package up. I like these nice little tiny jars. At first I thought the jars were going to be too small, but then I noticed that you only need a really small amount for your lips. So this little container here would last me months. You're only going to use lip scrub maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So this definitely would get you a couple of months going with that. I honestly wouldn't say that you would need more than this amount. Can you see that amount? I think that's good. So even after I rinse my lips off with nice cool water to get all the excess sugar off, I can still feel that moisture from that shea butter, the sweet almond oil, and the vitamin E. You can honestly feel that moisture protecting your lips, and it feels so good. So for my recipe, I use sweet almond oil, but you could use any plant oil you like. You can use grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, hemp seed oil, avocado oil. It just might change the consistency, maybe just a little bit, but you're free to use any oil you like. Also for the butters, I like shea butter because it's so much softer, and I honestly haven't tried this with any other butter. So if you want to try with another butter, go ahead, try it. Let me know how it works. So the products and the links will be posted in the description box below, but if you want access to the actual recipe, you can get it on my Patreon, and that link is also in the description box below. And if you sign up for my Patreon, that'll get you access to all of my recipes, and I'm trying to upload my recipes and post them at least twice a week. It's gonna take a while for me to get all of them posted, so bear with me. And I'm so sorry I didn't get to post my video on Friday, which was supposed to be this video. I was out of town at an event in Winston-Salem, and that was a 2-day event for the weekend. And now this week is going to be busy because, again, I'm out of butt naked body butter and sold out of quite a few things. So it's going to be a fairly busy week, but that's okay. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please give me a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications button so you can be notified anytime I post new videos. Until next time. Bye.